The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 41 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. An extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are. at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On third down, Burrow. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here on the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
38 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Finding space at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
11 Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow connecting with Mixon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Now Burrow.
Airing one out for Boyd. And got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he stopped immediately there.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.